Hello, my name is Frank Rosigno. I'm the Director for Arts and Culture for the Greater Morpeth Development Trust.
Now, here today at the forum, one of the items which is on your agenda is the prospect of a theatre or a cultural hall, if you like, for Morpeth. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. What we'd like to have in Morpeth is what we call a cultural center stroke theater, but it would be a multi-purpose venue for the performing arts, for cinema, for live streaming, exhibitions, the Pantomime Society, children's programs, which is lacking in Morpeth. Morpeth is the county town, and if you look all around us, like at Blythe and Berwick and Hexham and New Biggin, they all have theaters, and Morpeth really doesn't even have a cinema. And I think it's time for the people of Morpeth to let their feelings be known that we want one of these in Morpeth, a performing and cultural center in Morpeth.
What size of venue would you be talking about? How many seats?
We're talking about something similar to the Annick Playhouse that would seat about 250 people. This is a kind of capacity you need if you want to attract important authors for the upcoming Morpeth Book Festival. Professional authors, internationally known authors, tell us that you need a minimum capacity of 250 seats if you want to draw in the big names.
And what about where such a development would be? Would it be the use of an existing building, or would it be building from new?
Well, ideally, all the consultation surveys say it should be a town center location. Right now, we're very limited. We are contemplating the old Coliseum, which is part of the Electric Wizard. So that is a possibility if we could get the feasibility study money to do our surveys and to see if it would be an appropriate site for a multi-purpose venue.
And I know it's obviously very early days, but as a sort of ballpark figure, how much do you think this sort of development would cost?
It all depends. But you're talking a few £1,000,000 for sure. I mean, because, for example, if we were able to utilize the old the old Coliseum, which is now a nightclub venue, it would mean we'd have to strip out all the existing lighting, the bars and so forth, and then completely redo the room to fit our needs. So I would guess minimum $2 million or so.
And what about timescale? I mean, might this be a project for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Where do you see it?
That is a very good question. It all depends on getting the financing. Well, first getting a location, and then getting the finance to get the studies done, and then getting funding to do the construction. So we're a few years away for sure. From where we are now, it'd be great to have something within 5 years.
Now, the GMDT has got a good track record of delivering important projects for Morpeth, the refurbishment of the town hall and the railway station. So you think the experience you've had from these projects stands you in good stead for one like this?
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I think that's one of the reasons now we're starting to get support from county council. They're getting a lot of encouragement to go and get the information, which we will then present to the county council to ask them for their financial help. So yes, I think our proven track record on the redevelopment of the town hall and the railway station is a real bonus for us.
Now, you've had a bit more than 3 hours, I think, of people coming up and talking to you about it today. What's been the general reaction?
Every person that has stopped by said Morpeth is crying out for such a venue, and it's a shame that we don't have one in the town. And many of them complained that in order to go to the theater or to even see a good film, they have to drive out of town. And they would much prefer to have a town facility.